We'll guide you through how to force Windows to use your dedicated GPU or graphics card. If you find this useful, then consider subscribing and liking the video. So to go and achieve the best performance and just to go and have the best performance on your computer, you want to go and be using your GPU if you have one. Otherwise, your computer may go and use the onboard graphics card for your CPU and processor. And of course, while this will go and work, you aren't going to go and be getting the best result that you could be. So make sure this full guide as we're explaining different ways you can go about this. Don't skip anything as we're explaining throughout the whole video. So without any further ado, let's go and jump into this. So the first way you can go about this is by using the Nvidia control panel. So this is for if you've got an Nvidia GPU. If you've got a different GPU, it'll be slightly different for you, but you can go and use the drivers that comes with. So with this, we can actually go and select the processor and our preferred one. So let's go and dive straight into this. So if you don't have one, you can go and skip this part of the video as we've got more methods to come, don't worry. What you want to do is come to the bottom of your computer here and press search, and you want to go and type in Nvidia control panel. Now, if you don't go and have this, you'll need to go and install the Nvidia drivers from the Nvidia website. You can actually go and get them via the Nvidia app. Now, I already have them, so what we can do here is go and click on the control panel, and shortly it's going to go and open up. What you want to do is come to the left here and go and find the option for Manage 3D Settings. Now, I don't actually have the option in some cases, but if you use a laptop, it's very likely you do. So in global settings at the top here, you'll go and see the option for Preferred Graphics Processor, and it may go and be set to auto select. What you can do is go and click on it, and you then want to go and select the high performance Nvidia processor. And when you go and do that, that should now be the processor that's used. So you can set it to that, and hopefully that then goes and starts using your dedicated GPU. However, if you still find that it doesn't, there's actually a Windows setting we can go and change. So what you can do is go and press search at the bottom and go and type in settings like so and open it up. Then we go and make this a bit bigger just so we can go and see all the options and you can go and see it clearly. What you need to do is go over to the left and you can go and find the option for system. In system, go and find the option for display right at the top. And then what we need to do is go and scroll down, and you need to come into related settings and you want to go and find graphics. Wait for this to load, and here we are. Alternatively, to get here, you can always go and right click on your computer and you want to go down and find display settings. And then you can go and scroll down and go and find graphics, or just type in graphics and find a setting and we should be able to go and locate it. Now, what you can do here is we can go and scroll down and go and see the different apps, and you need to go and set it for the app. So what you can do is you can scroll down this list and search for the different apps, or actually go and search specifically for one, or alternatively, you can go and add it. So you choose whether it's a desktop app or a Microsoft Store app. Let's say it's a desktop app, I could select it and press browse, and then you can go and select it like it was OBS. I could press that there and press add, or you can go back to your program files at the top here. You may even want to come back to your local disk and go through program files x86 and you go and add them via the .exe. When you go then add them to this list, you can go and see them here, and let's go and find one as an example. I could do, let's say I was going to do CS2, I could select that there and I could press options. You get this pop up, and what you want to do is make sure you select high performance. It's likely if you're in the case of where you've got a onboard CPU and a GPU, power saving is going to be the onboard CPU. Whereas if you want to go and use your GPU, you need to make sure you go and use the high performance option. So you can select that and then you can go and press save. And now when you go and run it, the GPU is going to be used, the Nvidia GeForce RTX 4070. So that's it. And of course, you can then go and repeat that for other apps and other softwares you go and add here. So alternatively, if that still isn't working, what we do need to do is go and look physically on our computer. This last way is going to be more focused on desktops. So when you've got your tower computer, you need to make sure you're using the correct output. So you're going to go and find, if you look at the back of your computer, you're going to have different outputs. Usually at the top of your computer, that is where the motherboard is. And you can go and use the outputs from that. But if you do, it's then going to be using the onboard graphics, whether that's on the CPU. So if you go and use that, of course, the onboard CPU is going to go and be used, and that isn't going to be as good as if you're using the GPU. And that's going to be lower down your computer in the GPU port. If you go and look at the inside of your computer, if you've got a screen on it, like a glass screen, You can actually go and see that there. So make sure you're plugging it in to the GPU and not using the motherboard. And because you're outputting through the graphics card, that's then going to go and be used, and hopefully that'll go and be it. If you found this useful, then consider subscribing and liking the video. I look forward to help you again in the future with more guides like this. We make videos every single day, so I'm sure we'll be able to go and help you again.